Hey, this is PJ with CLK Supplies. And when I was shooting the video for this IC Pro 150, which is the newest product by Lab, it's a capping press for IC cores. If you don't know what that is, I'll put a link in the notes below. But I got to thinking, and I was like, what's the time savings, what's the time difference between capping manually, like on the Lab Annex here, versus on the press? So I was like, you know what? Let's figure it out. Why not? And especially with IC cores, you can easily find yourself in a position where you're going to be pinning and capping 100, 200, 300 cores, and there could be a huge time-saving difference between the two of them. So let's figure it out. I have Josh with me. Josh, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So Josh, if you've ever ordered any sort of pinned up lock or system from us, Josh is our guy for doing that.
Gotcha.
So he is coming on here, and we're going to have him cap 5 IC cores here on the Annex, and we're going to time it, and then we're going to have him cap 5 cores on the new IC Pro 150, and we're going to time it. And then we'll come back at the end and we'll see what the time difference is between the two. Are you ready to get started, Josh?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Go.
All right, last one. Time.
Okay, so I got just a little over 5 minutes. Okay, go. Good?
Done.
Sweet dude, great job, man.
Did I smash it?
You did, dude.
Yes.
All right, and there we have it. So it took about a minute a core on the Annex, the manual version, and it took about 30 seconds a core on the capping press. Now, about a minute and about 30 seconds, that's a technical term, right?
Over here, yes, it is.
But, I think it really goes to show really the difference here. And that is you're going to be able to get twice as much done on the press as you can manually, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, does it really matter if you're pinning up 5 cores at a time? Probably not. But if you're going to do 100, 200 or more, I think it's a huge difference. Oh, yeah. Now, Josh, something that I didn't say at the beginning was this is essentially the first time that you've actually used the capping press,
Oh, yeah.
You're very familiar doing it manually.
Oh, yeah.
How was it using this for pretty much the first time? I mean, I gave you a couple practice times. I'm like, hey, Josh, try that a few times before we
check that out. It was, you had to work around the kinks a little bit, but just got to get used to it, just like how you got to get used to slamming the caps in on the Annex. But overall, essentially, I dig that machine way more than I do the Annex. So the press, you're not dealing with putting the caps in individually. You got the capping strip, which helps out tremendously. And other than that, I think that was the huge time difference was the caps and then hitting every single one individually.
Over using something like this. Yeah. So I think, really the interesting part to me is that with this, only trying a couple cores up until, I filmed you doing this, you were still half the time. So, I wonder, it's like if you were to cap, 100, 200 cores on this, how much more that time gap would be. I would guess it would be a decent amount more than just 30 seconds, about half the time.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I think it really just goes to really show, you know, the difference is if you're doing a lot of cores, investing in a press like this is definitely, you know, worth the money just on the time savings.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So, well, great, Josh. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this, guys. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Or not really?
Yeah, not really, but as ready as I'll ever be right now. Good thing I'm not like standing up in the video. I put the shorts on and I noticed I got a big old hole. Oh. We good?
Just having the same kind of height, you know, so I'm not like
towering over me.
Yeah, no.
Hey, big
Well, Joshy.
How you doing today, Joshy boy?
Hey, this is PJ with CLK Supplies, and when I was shooting the film. Oh man. Cores, it's easy to, you know, get a job where you're gonna key up, you know, 100, 200, maybe 500. And I was really curious, it's like, no. Hey, when you know the camera's going, it just does something weird.
It just, you know that somebody's watching you. It might not be a human, but there's a camera on you.
Yeah, and when you look into the lens right there, man, it looks like you're looking into like the dark abyss, doesn't it?
It's staring right at my soul.
Just staring at you.
I know. Alright.
Right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, and there we have it.